Hey guys, Yun here. So it has been a while. I've been busy for few days time because of something I'm working on in my stuff. So now we're back in our Limitless Brain Challenge, which is another. I'm gonna talk about another chapter of this Limitless book, which is the Seven Lies of Learning. So in here, the Seven Lies of Learning talks about what are the most limiting myths you tell yourself. How can you overcome the debilitating effect of these myths, and how can you turn these limiting beliefs into positive ones? So guys, um, Jim Quick me- have some seven lies of learning, which he thinks that this is dragging us down instead of creating a better personal growth for us. So let me share to you the number one lie, which he talks about. So lie is an acronym where it means limiting ideas entertained. So the number one lie is intelligence is not fixed. So he talks about a family which is a father, mother, and a daughter, and her mother is basically overprotective with her child because she doesn't want to make mistakes, create a failure, or be disappointed, or something like that. She doesn't want to let her daughter experience that. And she mentioned here that because his father is actually teaching something to her, and her mother doesn't want her child to get disappointed. That's why she doesn't want her child to listen to her father. I think is it her father or another guy or something else. So that's basically a third person where that third person is teaching her daughter about something, but her mother doesn't want to learn because her mother doesn't want to teach her child to listen to that third person because she doesn't want her child to be disappointed by that. So basically, her mother is protecting her to learn something new because she doesn't want her child to be disappointed. So apart from that, actually, uh, a different kind of mindset started to show up in a subtle ways because on the daughter's part, and because of what her mother is creating to her child, her daughter is thinking that why am I not good enough? Why uh, can't I learn this stuff? Can't I learn this wait, I'll just gonna read some one phrase here. So first thing, it was the way she reacted to some things her little girl did. Ray tended to think that that's just the way she is. So instead of believing that she could have an effect on the way her daughter behaved, when her partner tried to teach their daughter, I see. So it's not a third person. So it's actually her father. So when her partner tried to teach their daughter new things, Ray noticed she felt a subtle discomfort, as if she wanted to protect her daughter from disappointment so she wasn't able to learn and she was being taught. She became aware of constant thought that her daughter was too young to learn. So her mother is basically having this mindset of, oh, my daughter is still young, so she cannot learn this stuff because of her age. So one day her partner looked at her and said, "Do you think she can't learn?" So and that she's never going to improve from where she is? The answer was of course not. She loved her daughter, and that little girl was bright and curious and learning something new every day. The opposite was obvious. So her husband actually questioned her that, girl do you think that she can't learn this thing? She's never going to improve, and that created an impact to their daughter, which is Ray, even though her mother says that no, of course, she can learn this stuff, she can improve in this stuff, but there's a subconscious part in his brain that in Ray's mind, she's thinking that, oh, my mother is like thinking that I'm incapable, incapable, in, incapable, inca- incapable of developing because my mother taught me. So there's, even though you believe that you can do it, but if there is some uh, person who is telling you that you're not capable, especially your parents, that's really a great impact in your brain, in your mind, in your in your mind. So the opposite was obviously true, and yet Ray was aware that there was some belief buried deep inside her that whispered, "No, she is the way she is." So Ray is. So this is what I'm talking about that her mother created an impact to Ray now, and now Ray is thinking that no, she is the way she is. So instead of like Ray is believing to grow more, that she's capable of doing that, she's capable of developing and improving. So because of her mother's actions and mother's words, she implies to her daughter, her daugh- her daughter now thinks that she is she is the way she is. So instead of thinking of growing, she is already like what they call this, contented the way she is now. So Ray was struggling with a fixed mindset about her daughter's intelligence. So these beliefs are incredibly subtle. Few of us consciously think about our restrictions or the restrictions we believe others have. So, but it leaks out in places that deeply affects our happiness in our work, our home, with our children. So if we believe that it's not possible to improve, then the reality, it won't be possible to improve. But if we change our mindset, then the if we change our mindset, of course the answer will always be changing as well. So it's extremely difficult to accomplish something when you don't believe it can be done in the first place. So the the title of this number the the title of this lie number one is all about intelligence is fixed. So this is one limiting beliefs that people is actually having a problem with. So thank you, Jim Quick, that you were able to explain this in your book. So accord if we so Jim Quick is pointing towards ma- Jim Quick is making a point here that it all starts in your mindset. So if we believe in my mind, if we believe in your mind that it's not possible, then probably it will really never gonna happen. It will never, it will really, it will not really gonna happen. Yes, it will not really gonna happen. So in a fixed mindset, students believe their basic abilities, their intelligence, their talents are just fixed. So they have a certain amount, and that's that. And then their goals become to look smart all the time and never look dumb. In a growth mindset, students understand that their talents and abilities can be developed through effort, good teaching, and persistence. So they don't necessarily think everyone's the same or anyone can be insane, but they believe everyone can get smarter if they work at it. So let another thing here I like the most in this part is that uh, if if we as adults if as adults we believe that we don't have the capacity to learn what what we do, instead of taking responsibility to teach ourselves what we want and what we need to know, we tell ourselves that it isn't necessary. We make excuses, we make reasons, we blame other or circumstances, and then we distract ourselves with things that makes us feel good. So that really hit me hard because sometimes, yes, sometimes I also uh, I also procrastinate in something that uh, instead of like sometimes me in my experience as well, instead of because I have some because I also have some daily day-to-day job or day-to-day plan for myself, and there's this something that I want to do but I am procrastinating and hesitating to do because I sometimes I think of it like oh my, oh my gosh, I it's hard for me to do it because like this, but in a way I am trying to reverse what I am thinking that okay, what if, so if I did this, what will happen to me? What's the worst thing that can happen to me? So I am challenging my mind as well that okay, if I do this, then what? So what? Wha is there something that is there something wrong that will happen to me if I do this? So that's what I am been actually think that's what I am always thinking when I am facing a roadblock, a struggle, or a challenge with myself. So I noticed that we are making excuses, or we blame others, or we tell that this is not necessary because we, and unknowingly, this is only a reason for us to move the story behind and just go into different path. We want to like we want to, instead of this straight line, we try to move the other way around, but we went back to the same position as we were. So yeah, instead of facing, we turn around. So guys, please don't do that because it will not change your life. Instead of going around, just face the challenge, do it yourself, and think what's the worst thing that could happen to you. So if nothing, then just do it, guys. So another part in this book, because there's a post I think in my Instagram that I shared that there's a genius in all of us, and then I coincidentally I found the same similar meaning into this book, which is shared. It is in the book of David Schenk. David Sch- David David Schenk furthers this idea in his book, The Genius in All of Us. He writes that everybody has a potential for genius. So yes, I think that's what I believe in, that we have also we have every opportunity, that every one of us has a genius inside themselves. Either genius or not, or that we're either talented or not, is because it relieves us. So basically, he's talking about also that um, but the reason we prefer to believe that we're either a genius or not, or that we're either talented or not, is because it relieves us from responsibility of taking control of our own life. So there's he's talking about if you accept of being a genius yourself or not. So there's only two answers: you are a genius or you're not a genius. So basically a yes or no answer only. So if you're thinking of you're not a genius yourself in your own ways, actually you're limiting yourself, that you don't want to take responsibility in taking actions in creating your own life, in improving your own life, because you don't want to take this hard way, because you want the comfortable and easy way. That's why you're taking the other way around. Or if you're thinking of you are a genius, you want to control your own life, you want to dominate your own path, you want to create your own and build your own lifestyle, you control your life. And I think that's the way it is, because life is meant for you to control it, and not others' opinions, not others' perspectives. It's all in you. So instead of thinking of other things, think about yourself first. Yeah. So I believe is inborn gifts and limits. I believe in inborn gifts and limits is much gentler and sick. The reason you aren't good The reason you aren't great opera singer is because you can't be one. That's simply the way you were wired. So it's a similar quotation in here that everybody is born as a singer. So it only depends on what you think and what's were your practices when you were growing up. So if you believe that you're not a good singer, that only talented singers are born, then you're basically limiting yourself, your mind, that you are not a good singer as well. So it only depends in your mind, because if you want to be a good singer, actually that can be harnessed, that can be improved, that can be developed. So if you think that you're not a great singer because you don't have that talent, then well, you are limiting your mind, you're limiting yourself uh, to this part of you're limiting your mind that you are not a good singer. So what I'm telling here is that it all starts in what you believe in yourself and in your mind. So another one here is I'm not good at reading. So this kind of statement implies that you believe this is a fixed situation and that your skills can't be improved. Instead of saying I I'm not good at reading, say something that this is something that I am not good at yet, but I will become better. So this shift in language can be implied to anything you want to improve. So actually words are also really powerful when you are speaking, because the words you pron- um the words you bring out of your mouth is really powerful, because even the slightest shift of words in a sentence can really make a difference. So something like something similar like what I've said. You're not. I'm not good at reading. Like I'm not good at reading. But if you try to change some words, try to change the phrase like to be something like this is something I'm not good at yet. So you are trying to change rewire your brain that you are not good at reading yet, but you are trying to learn better. So, yeah, so here's the truth. It's not how smart you are, but it is how you are smart. So, it's not how smart you are, again, it's not how smart you are, but it's how you are smart. There are multiple types of intelligence. So, like so many things, intelligence is a combination of attitude, actions, and dependent on context. So the new belief so as is said here in the book, create a new belief because intelligence is fluid. So that's all about lie number one, which is intelligence is fixed. So create and change your new belief about mindset, guys. So peace, guys. See you again for my next video. Hope to create one before New Year. Happy New Year, guys. So uh face 2021 with a good mindset, change your mindset, change what you believe in yourself, and of course, have a New Year's resolution for yourself to become better. Don't wait for it, start now. Peace, guys.